Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for Hong Kong House of Cards. Apparently, this will be a changeling scene, but other supernaturals may filter in at one point or another. This is not strictly a changeling scene. This scene starts with being a festival, being a good spirited amount of fun as the first day of summer was yesterday, and in order to take part in the merriment and the fun, uh, Baroness Gabrielle has decided to throw a party in a park. And in this park, she has commissioned a few commoners and a few, nobles who want to take part into setting up a rather large barbecue pit, some bonfires, some dishes of strawberries, just a real good time. Basically enjoying fun in the sun. There are volleyball courts set up, basketball, anything that is, quite frankly, a lot of fun. Few eating competitions, and Gabrielle is there, in the middle giving orders, and after a while, she is, just pretty much, in a hammock, enjoying a hot dog and just basically having a ball. And we can start seeing there with people showing up to the park with the aroma, with the happy smell of food and merriment.
Fuck it, if no one else is doing their intro, I'll do mine. Mortdred just so happens to be in this market at the time the whole get together happens because he's in it, and also because the potential for nabbing a bit of glamour here and there, maybe a bit of dross, who knows. And so Mortdred is probably in a quiet little corner of the park, probably quite close to one of the trees, just so he can get an idea of well, basically get a good look of the entire gathering, as it were. It's the nom on some little, burger on a little paper plate or something like that. We don't really care about the food all that much. So yeah. Anyone
I guess
else?
at that point, Gabrielle will hop down from her hammock, um, and go over to Mordred and wave happily.
Mortdred, naturally takes a napkin out of his. Well, first he places the paper plate on probably either a nearby table, or if he's finished with it, he'll just like chuck it into a bin. He'll take out his napkin, like wipe off his mouth and clean his hands and everything like that, because etiquette and whatnot. You can't look horrible if you're a she, even though it's very difficult to look horrible. You have +2 appearance regardless, whatever happens. And as soon as he sees Gabrielle and he places the hanky back in its pocket, he then gives it a very regal bow. My lady.
Nice to see you. And she, gives a polite bow, enjoying the festivities.
About as much as I can, my lady. It's better now that we have people of a similar disposition to myself. Though, well, at present time.
She she sort of gives you a wicked grin. She's like, I know exactly what you mean. But so would you care to rather fun spirited game of volleyball? As she kind of plays with the ball in her hands, looks at you.
Looking at him both in his mortal and his fey mane, Mortdred, how can we put this? Yeah, he looks more someone who's probably more suited to a library or
Mhm.
behind a desk than a sporting arena. If you were asking me for a game of chance, or perhaps a game of knowledge, I would undoubtedly accept your offer, my lady. But unfortunately, I do feel that I would only embarrass myself in this instance.
Come on, half the fun of volleyball is we're not actually keeping score or anything like that. We're just having fun. She kind of like bounces the ball on her head.
Yes, but that's not really my. It's not really my thing. I apologize.
Very well. She then I will leave you to your fun then. She continues to play with the ball on her head, walking off.
And Undiria will show up. She's so they're in the park, and she kind of just comes in very quietly, kind of not really sneaking around the back, just kind of staying in the crowd, even though her unusual appearance, walking around in a swimsuit, because it's really all she has is a very skimpy swimsuit, because merfolk, and she doesn't know any better, and she follows like the crowd until she finds the Baroness and gives her a bow.
She looks at chuckles. Don't do that in public. It's weird.
She nods. How? It's good to see you again, my lady. And she starts bowing and then kind of awkwardly stops.
She smiles at you playfully. Want to play?
Sure. She seems kind of confused. What are we playing?
Volleyball. As she kind of points to a group of commoners, and they're playing and kind of tossing the ball over the net, hitting it like that.
She'll nod and follow you over there.
And so, did you find the place okay?
I found it quite well. Not terribly difficult to find.
Golly. As with that, she will serve the ball to you. She's not. I don't think it's pertinent to make any athletics rolls because they're just playing for fun. So she's basically showing you how to play.
Okay. And she'll go along, and that should be a good area for the people to intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, may as well. Gabrielle, Mortdred, and I don't know the merfolk's name yet. Figure it out later. But they'll probably start to notice that a lot of the commoners, as well as a lot of the Fae gathered around this general area, they're starting to, as a crowd, move away from something. As everyone feels the banality 8, average human woman just kind of walking, very tomboyish with an ice cream cone, not really noticing what's happening.
Mortdred, having seen this woman before, he gets this, oh god, it's you type look in his face.
Gabrielle will kind of, as she's getting ready to, place the ball over the net, it looks rather nauseous as she just kind of stumbles, is like, oh god, what's that?
So she's just walking down the street. She looks over, sees pretty much all the chaos that's ensuing.
She looks over. Brett does sense the Balor thing. Does she get a perception primal urge? She does hang out with Fomori. That is a thing.
Primal urge?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was still AFK. Go ahead and roll your perception primal urge.
It's for Tim.
I would say it's probably difficulty 7 since she's not really displaying any kind of supernatural powers.
There's a single 9 there.
Something's a little off. It's up to that story, so.
Yeah, something's up.
She'll stop eating her ice cream, kind of stop walking, almost like a deer in headlights. Now that she's noticed that literally this entire crowd is not about that life, and she just kind of looks at her ice cream and then looks back at the crowd, and looks at her ice cream and looks back at the crowd. Are we allergic to vanilla?
Gabrielle backs up.
Yes.
No. Hello.
No.
And she goes and she reaches for a napkin off one of the nearby tables.
But she grabs a weapon?
A napkin.
Oh, napkin. Oh, shit. I was going to say, damn.
Napkin, clown. A napkin. How are you? As she kind of like holds it in front of her face, coughing every now and then.
It's going to make this so much worse. Felicia, noticing that Gabrielle's coughing, she's going to actually take a few steps forward and be like, hey, you doing all right?
2 steps back, like I am fine. How are you today?
Undiria.
Go ahead.
Sorry, was the merfolk going to say something, Joey?
She's just like hovering awkwardly behind the Baroness, watching like laser vision on you, and like she's not doing anything right now. She's just watching, like looking back and forth between the two of you, staying far away from the werewolf.
Okay. By the way, I do believe that, per some house rules, that chimerically, like, Felicia does look like a wolf.
If we look at you in the dreaming, apparently that's what we see, the kind of form that you take, which is it's like we would see an ordinary wolf or an ordinary bear. We don't see, like, Krynos form, from what I'm led to understand.
According to Sean, who has now created new house rules in regards to this, it is going by book, where if you are looking at somebody in the dreaming and they've got like a umbral or astral afterimage, it's a perception kenning roll to determine what they are. You don't automatically know anymore.
Okay.
Ah.
My mistake, then.
No problem. I'm just letting you guys know, because this was something Sean and I have been debating, because apparently I got bad information when I first started as an ST. So,
Sweet.
just letting you guys know.
Coolio.
I think I got some decent successes.
Because it's appropriate, I'm just going to throw a flat willpower roll to see if she can even tolerate this. Or
Well,
she's
admittedly, she's only banality 8. She's not, like, ridiculous.
It's still worth role playing, and this is fun.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Then do it.
Alright. Alright, she looks at you. Volleyball? Over there, she just points.
She'll shrug. And then she'll... Is Mortdred actively hiding? Or, oh, okay. That's
Mortdred
cool.
is actively gone.
Yeah, but Mortdred is actively gone.
He ran away. He ran away.
Nope, not today, Satan. Yeah, so... Felicia will just shrug and be like, I'm not doing anything right now.
Getting like a few feet away from her, she will like toss the volleyball over, and it's a little awkward to see, as every time like the ball comes back, she's almost touching it like it's almost on fire. Like she doesn't even want to touch it anymore. It's just like it's too quick for actually being like actual volleyball. It's just like doo-doo, and it's just like, just get it away from me. And every now once in a while she will kind of try to cover her face, but it looks really fucking awkward. Almost as if she's a little bit nauseous.
Yeah, so Felicia, who I think has athletics 2 on her sheet, doesn't do too bad. She's pretty decent at this. She's not a professional by any means, but she probably could have been like a high school player or something.
Mhm.
After a couple of back and forths, like she's gonna stop and look at Gabrielle and be like, "Seriously, are you okay?" Like, no, really.
Fine. Just it's okay. It's okay.
Do we need to like call someone?
She kind of puts out like it's okay. It's okay. I can do this. She just looks at you. What's your name? Oh, back over.
Name's Felicia. Yours?
Brittany. She just kind of tosses it back over. Like,
Back.
The Mer leans over to Gabrielle as they're playing. She goes, "Why does she look like a dog? Why does she look like a dog?" Like whispering it.
Gabrielle
Very
has
confused.
like, what do you mean? Tosses the ball back over. Like,
Yep. She just kind of keeps going, not really knowing what's up. Although, Undiria is how the name's pronounced out of character.
Yes.
Undiria, yeah, no. And she's just wearing a super skimpy swimsuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Felicia's gonna look over and be like, "Find it comfortable wearing that? Huh, alright. To each their own, I guess."
She just kind of glances at you, and it's not a dirty look. It's just like a very confused look. She shakes her head and looks back at Gabrielle. Puppy. She just says, "Puppy."
Brett, it's perception, Kenner.
Perception kenning to identify somebody with an astral or umbral shadow.
What's the difficulty? 7?
Difficulty, no, actually it's a standard diff 6.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, there's a furry after image there that appears to be very wolf-like.
Gabrielle like touches it, and it's just like she just fumbles the ball. Oh shit! Sorry.
I don't know if I can add any more detail, but the fur is gray, like definitively gray.
She drops the ball. Like, oh fuck! Sorry.
It's all good. Everyone has butterfingers every once in a while. I know I do.
Yeah. So, what do you do for fun?
Tinker with cars and stuff.
Gosh, murder people.
Gabrielle just looks.
That was out of character, by the way. Out of character, Jack.
Yeah, she'll say, "I tinker with cars and stuff. Really like cars. My dad showed me a lot of how they worked and stuff."
That's
Undiria leans over to Gabrielle. Does she chase balls too? I'm curious.
the combination of, I guess that's manipulation of subterfuge at this point. The combination of, I guess, wow, she covers it up well. Of trying to laugh and vomit at the same time.
Oh god, so it's that dry heaving. Oh god.
So she's like sitting there, and she's like, and it's just like this weird like fit like over there in the corner.
Dear god. Like, Felicia's actually looking hella worried right now. Like, fuck.
Oh, Lord.
I'm water. I'll be right back. And she just walks away.
Alright.
You want some strawberries?
Hey, love strawberries. We used to have those all the time back in Cali.
She smiles. Be right there. She just walks off to get strawberries.
Just a brief thing. Brett, do you mind rolling dice for me? Because you are ST and golf.
Sure, what's up?
Can you roll me 8 dice, please? Basically, Shar is entering, but he's doing his best to be inconspicuous and just kind of slipping around the place.
Alright. It's 4
So-
successes, so anybody that wants to contest must beat 4 successes on a perception alertness.
Nope.
I slip. Yay.
Perception alertness, you said?
Yeah.
Nope, I don't notice.
Alright.
Okay. Shar will kind of move. He's doing the, how would I describe it? The quintessential. I'm going to a party, but I don't want to be seen. So he's kind of weaving through the crowd, exchanging very vague pleasantries, and keeping his head down until he arrives and sits beside Mortdred. Sorry, is it Mortdred? Am I saying that right?
Mortdred.
Okie dokie. Mortdred, and will say, "It's funny how deathly dull things can be, even when they're about to become far more interesting. Wouldn't you agree?"
Yes. Yes, sir, I would most definitely agree.
Hmm. How would I phrase this? I have the distinct impression, from something I was told earlier, that, as I said, life might be becoming more interesting. Let's hope that it is interesting, shall we?
Indeed. Though, I certainly wouldn't do anything to, well, as you can see, create any incident that would no doubt make life just a little bit more interesting than we would usually anticipate.
Oh no, I'm led to understand that is rather, after speaking with King Dartmouth last night, that is rather well and truly my, shall we say, forte within the kingdom. Heh.
Yes, yes. I would not wish to, ruffle your feathers or to rain upon your parades and such.
He kind of looks over and ponders. Why are they throwing a small piece of rubber up and down over a net?
I do believe this is the mortal pastime known as volleyball.
Why?
I don't know, it's just their way of having fun when they have such small brains.
Ah, I see.
It's like those things that they have back in in the West where they have like pieces of leather that you just kick about and have to go into you have to get it in between these two jumpers.
Ah, yes, Mr. Ironright spoke about those, and I quote, he said something along the lines of, "Fuck Man United. How did they miss that? How did they miss that penalty? They cost me $50." I didn't understand it very much.
Yes, and don't get me started on West Ham or Arsenal for that matter.
Shar will kind of settle himself in. Shar, he keeps himself very, very, very rigid, and he keeps himself very, very, how would I say, alert. But he's just currently watching the festivities, and now being quiet apparently. Quiet me.
Alright, so as Gabrielle's going and getting the strawberries, Felicia, who is actually genuinely worried, she's gonna stroll on over, but noticing that something about there's probably something she's doing. She'll probably she kind of low key sniffs herself a couple times, be like, nope, I smell okay. Definitely showered today. That was a thing. She thinks to herself as she kind of strolls on over, still giving Gabrielle a wide berth.
Now that the heaving is sort of stopped, she kind of puts the strawberries on the. She walks up to you and she says, "I have celiacs, and I get really nauseous and awkward. Sorry."
Hey, it's no big. I'm just glad you're okay.
That's a hell of a lie. She passes. So
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and contest that shit. Yeah.
and she looks at you. So, strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries. I shall got to grab a few.
So do you like sports? Fun?
Yeah, I enjoy sports somewhat. I play them sometimes in my off days.
Off
Not
day.
much of a volleyball person, but I have tried it a couple of times. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. She'll look over at Undaria. Water? She just passes her like a glass of water.
She'll sip it, and she just is like watching the two of them like it's a match, like eyes flicking back and forth.
So, you think we can coax some people into playing? Maybe.
I think
Yeah,
so.
let's do that. As Gabrielle is just like off again, trying to round up, small competition. She'll even make it interesting. She will put down uh $20. Just like good natured fun. She's
Yep.
like uh trying to get people interested about it.
Yep. Inevitably enough, very few Fae actually want to be on the same team as Felicia. Like the Knockers might. The Knockers are semi okay with her. The Canane are okay with her, kinda. If there's any Dougals there, the Dougals are like, okay, all right, I can do that. She all right. Everybody else like, nope, not today, Satan.
Fair enough. So Brett, to like get people interested about this, what would you say would be appropriate?
Appropriate as far as
Getting people interested, like a crowd, in like a sport.
charisma leadership typically is the best role for ghost spirit squad sort of things. So I would say it'd be charisma leadership.
You lose points from me for making that reference, good sir.
Fair enough. Charisma leadership.
Well, it's going to be more than a rousing chant of Go-Go Gryffindor, but yeah, charisma leadership.
Okay. Yay. One more. One success.
Okay, so you are moderately effective in trying to get people to join the game. I'll let the PCs decide how best they'll be affected by it.
No, this was more so just to set the mood. I think generally I think it's poor form to roll dice against PCs, especially social.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, the Baroness is giving her best rah-rah sis boom ba to try to increase the spirits of the whole day. I'll let you guys decide how you want to go based off of a one success.
It's a good steady trickle. Probably less than the group sorry, tongue tied. Probably less than the group gathered may have hoped for, but it's something. It's definitely something.
Shar will kind of absentmindedly hold up a tray of plums. Plum?
Wait, to who?
To the person he's sitting with. Plum?
Okay.
And Mortdred kind of looks over and says, "Oh, thank you very much." And he takes one of the plums.
This is showing how interested they are in volleyball. Plum?
If you, Undiria looks at the Baroness, she goes, "If you want, I can scare some more people into playing." And she just seems
She'll
completely
smile.
serious when she says that.
She'll smile and give like a devious smirk. Go for it, have fun. Play.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll some intimidation on the NPCs, get some of them scared into it. And no, I don't scare anyone.
It's hilarious.
So she's like trying to bully people into it, but she's failing horribly.
So tell me, oh god, wow. So kind of tell me what happens.
Well, she's like bullying people, but they're kind of like looking at her like and seeing like the little girl, and they're like, "No, what are you trying to do?" And they're just like ignoring her, kind of brushing her off like she's not as scary because she's not being very scary right now.
Mortdred
Gabrielle.
probably sees that and points out the merfolk to Shar. Oh, look at that one.
Ah, yes, being uncouth as ever, but then again, that's why we keep them under the waves and we rule the bits that matter.
Hmm. That is true. I wonder, would it be low of me to point and laugh at them?
He will shrug and he will say, "Do as you will."
Indeed, I will. And he shall point and laugh quietly because distance.
Storytellers add perception alertness to notice. If he's paying attention.
I mean, I'd say if you're actually looking around, it's not hard to see someone pointing and laughing at you. It's kind of obvious.
I didn't want to say it in a way that I didn't know how far you away from everyone else since you said you snuck in. So.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I mean, Jason, would you is it something you wanted to have made clear, like you're pointing and laughing?
I'll roll manipulation subterfuge if that's okay. May as well get something out of the house boom.
Well, I mean, if you're actively just pointing and laughing, there's not much discreet about that, admittedly.
Well,
It really isn't. Alright, so that is...
Actually, hang on. Do I have any other merits? I forget how many merits I have with this character.
Nope, you're alright.
I think, Timothy, if you are... Who would be the defender in this situation?
Me? Perhaps?
Probably, yeah.
No,
Just because he's pointing and laughing, it's not inherently an offensive thing, and he's just trying to hide it. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, if he's hiding it, then it's not really pointing and laughing, he's just snickering to himself, more than likely.
Yeah.
At any rate, at that point, Gabrielle will kind of smile, kind of chuckle a bit. You tried. All right, let's get this, get on the roll. And she will take the whistle that's around her neck and blow it, and she will serve the ball.
Alright.
In my we had jousting. Now we have this.
Yes. In our day, we had horses.
I'm just gonna do Death Athletics because it's actually trying. Since she upped the stakes, see what happens.
Alright, do the same then, too. See how it goes.
We got 2, so I guess we can do contested. See what happens.
Felicia's only got 1.
Oh, she nails you.
Yeah.
Point.
Yep.
That was adding. That was so I'm gonna assist the Baroness. That was my role
All right,
for
cool.
being on her team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then to make it fair, I say add 2 dice. Since she's getting assist for people actually on your side.
Yeah. Sure. Still only 2. Y'all got her.
Wild cheers as people that, not everyone, but it seems that most people are rather into it. It was a good hustle, it was a good play. As she's Gabrielle's genuinely laughing. She's having a good time. As she looks over, she said, a little bit of smack. I thought you were good at this.
Still rusty. She'll say. She pops out her neck.
She was like, hurry up, serve. Come on.
Shit. Alright, and she'll go ahead and serve the ball, and here comes my other Dex Athletics. And with my 2 dice added.
Yeah.
Whew, these are not the best rolls for me today. Well, that's 2 more.
All right.
Could be worse.
Lead. 1. No, 2. Oh, 3 to 2.
Yep.
Point 2. You ain't shit. She starts laughing. 2-0.
At this point, Felicia's California Hispanic woman's coming out a little bit. Her banality maybe not doesn't go from 8 to 7, but it does get a little lower at the very least. Like, all right, shit. Hey, Mr. ST, question.
Yep. Okay.
Can you use Apecraft's blessing on a volleyball?
Oh god.
Oh, you cheater.
Nah, y'all got a 12 dice pool total against my 8. Get that shit out of here. I'm not your this shit.
If your ST was around, I would ask her.
If you'd rather not make the call, that's fine. I'll say no. Right
I'd
now.
rather not make that call.
That's fair.
Alright, to make it fair, since it's like we're rolling like 12 and you're only rolling 8, we'll just say that thematically we'll say that since Gabrielle is talking a fair amount of shit, like a Gwydion is there and who openly comes on your side and is just like, she is moderately attractive. She attractive. And she's getting tired of Gabrielle talking shit. So, yeah. Gabrielle's there, she's laughing and pointing at this point. She's really getting into it. Not giving too much of a fuck.
Alright, yeah.
So she tosses the ball back over. Your turn, noob. See what you got.
Oh, hell. She's gonna go ahead and roll her shit again. So how are we doing this?
Should I be a dick? Should I be a dick?
It's up to you. It's a game.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for like, in order for it to be like fair on Tim's side, like just roll 12 dice, so it's like an even dice roll. Because somebody is like, an NPC is like helping you. It doesn't mean anything else than that. It's a game.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's a much better roll than the ones I had last time.
Fair enough.
That's 8.
Wow.
Added 2 on the
Nothing on
paper
Gabrielle.
rolls.
Alright, so for thematics, very exclusive to Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, the service pass to this Gwydion. She like spikes it, and Gabrielle gets like nailed. And she tries to go for it. She like gets nailed in the forehead. And she like hits the ground. It's great. And Gabrielle, you see her like hit the ground with her fist and she's mad. Like she gets up, she's like, alright, asshole. Gwydion is like taunting her at this point. Hopefully nobody frenzies and kills people. So
There are multiple people that can frenzy and kill people at this point. This game can get real serious real quick.
and we'll go again like 2 more times. We'll say right now it's what? 3-1?
Hey, Anthony, did Gabrielle leave any food on the grill?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody roll perception alertness.
Okay.
Do you mind rolling it for me?
Sure, what do you need?
Alright.
Let me get my sheet.
Is there movement involved in this roll?
Yeah.
Sweet. Then I get my merit.
1 success.
Alright.
I've got 3 depending on difficulty.
It's the standard difficulty.
Okay.
I got 1.
Alright, I'm just waiting to hear what Evans got since I have to roll dice for him.
Yeah, sorry, 1 second. I had my sheet up in retrospect.
No problem.
Can you roll me 6 dice, please?
That's a good roll. All right. A black bird swoops over the grill, grabs a hamburger, and flies off.
Don't care.
Okay.
Resume play.
Actually, if it takes a fair amount of time to get that burger, does that bird have a rage score?
No.
Okay.
Actually,
No,
wait.
but-
Wait. I'd like to do an academics check upon this thing, because I don't quite think that birds are quite, well... I think we know where my thought process is going here.
Right, but if you didn't put the lid down on the grill, then cooking meat's going to draw a lot of attention.
Okay.
Fucking hot now.
Okay, so if it doesn't have a
Or is
rage
it
score,
one of those park grills? The ones that don't have any lids on them.
She has wild mind. She doesn't care.
Okay.
oh wow, oh god, love that mare. Well, it's not mare, it's law, but you know what I mean.
She gets distracted by things easily. So.
So, Mr. Storyteller, will you allow me that roll?
Sure, go ahead.
2 successes, depending on the difficulty.
6 is fine. It's a large crow.
No. We're more... I should have asked before this. Basically, that's an intelligence plus academics roll to try and see if he can remember or think of anything. Does this sound... Well, is this crow's behaviour kind of a little bit out of the ordinary compared to what most established behaviour is for crows, especially when they're scavenging for food?
It's a little out of the ordinary. Most crows will prefer to pick food up off the ground. The fact that it was able to move so keenly that it did not have to land to grab the food is a little disconcerting as well.
Ooh, can I get an intelligence animal kin for that? Or a wits animal kin?
Sure.
Is it whichever's higher, or would you prefer intelligence?
It's intelligence animal kin would be to know what typical behavior of animals are. Wits animal kin would be more along the lines of trying to figure out the motivation behind the animal, but you need a lot of study behind it.
Okay, I'll just go with intelligence then, because she's only got like 1 dot in animal kin, and it's not like ridiculous.
Okay.
It's just 1.
Yeah. So, little unusual for a crow to do that. However, that food does smell pretty good.
Okay.
In the time I saw it, did I get enough time to look at it and do perception kenning?
No. It would have gone...
Shar kind of smiles to himself. Under his, he flicks his long white hair over his shoulder, and I mean, I think Shar knows that he's currently being hunted by wraiths. I think that it is still a universally accepted symbol of death and carrion.
Probably Mortdred will smirk at the sight of this crow nabbing off with someone's food, and he'll just comment to Shar. Tricky little things, aren't they? I must say, though, they usually just pick stuff off the ground.
One would almost think that there was... but no, that would make no sense. None, absolutely none. He smiles. And he his posture becomes, if possible, even straighter.
At this point, Gabrielle is kind of not paying attention. She's talking hella shit right now because she's concentrated on this right now.
Oh yeah, you're going down. You're going down.
Oh yeah, no. Now, okay, yeah, no. Then Felicia's talking all that good shit too.
Felicia's probably like, did the gravity of this place suddenly increase? Because I swear you're going down faster than I am. Something like that.
Yes, it's great.
Like Felicia's California accent is extremely coming out right now.
Mike gonna make me get like Spanish this downtime for no other reason to talk shit.
Yeah, me too. I need to get Spanish. She doesn't actually know Spanish. She definitely has the accent to speak perfect Spanish, though. There may be some Spanish words mixed in there.
So at this point, just seeing Gabrielle getting nailed in the face, I'm gonna say a lot of the commoners and the nobles are like openly laughing and pointing. And Gabrielle is
I think the nobles are laughing.
hell.
I think the commoners are a little less obvious.
Well, time to roll that glamour. Gabrielle's going to use Dragon's Eye right now.
Not playing that character, not that type of hand today. So it's a good, not a Gwydion. Welcome. So
all I'm saying is Astra with a Dragon's Eye on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
bad things happens when you boss the Dragon's Eye roll. Just pointing that out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Awful things happen.
Awfully good things happen.
And so at that point, Gabrielle is gonna she's like, admittedly, she got nailed, and she's laughing. Like, this is like it's a good amount of fun. So, but however, being that she got nailed in the face, things are about to get a little bit real as she like goes and tries to like nail. I'll take it at an increase of difficulty. She's gonna try to nail Felicia in the face.
All right. Let's get it.
If I had prop, compass winds plus flying volleyball would not be fun. Just lucky I'm not that much of a dick.
3.
Okay. So I mean, is Undiria rolling too?
She can roll to help, yeah.
Okay.
That is 3 more.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6 to 5.
All right.
So ball goes over. Bam, round for her.
Whew. Now, all right. So Felicia.
Mortdred, do you have a cell phone? Jason, does Mortdred have a cell phone?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, here's the power off.
And Mortdred takes out the phone. Ah, blast, I must have forgotten to not charge for this. There we go. And he puts the phone back in his pocket.
I didn't mean to kill the system. Go on. Come on, guys. Keep playing.
Okay. Sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt whatever was happening.
I thought my connection just dropped there for a second.
So, like, Felicia is surprisingly, like, small, right? I mean, she's not the short flaw small, but, like, she's not a very, like, big or imposing woman, right? And she somewhat doesn't look like she could take a hit. And when the ball does nail her in the forehead, like, it hits her, and she feels it, but the shit just bounces right off. And she kind of doesn't really react that much. Like, it looks like she's been hit by much harder things much more often.
Gee, I wonder why.
And so the score being what? 4-1. So Gabrielle will yell out, "Point game."
Fair and square.
And she will do something surprisingly sneaky. She will toss the ball back towards letting Undaria actually take the last serve, and she will. I guess that would be to move while the game is going on. Deck stealth. ST.
What?
Deck stealth to move while the game is in progress.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so do I even have that skill? Nah, whatever. So um three dice. Oh, she is clearly going off the field, so feel free to react as she goes and reaches for a water gun.
All right.
Alright.
Something else has obviously caught her eye.
So what I'm going to do is Undiria is going to kind of catch that, and she's going to try and spike this directly towards Felicia to distract her. I'm going to spend a... do I want to spend a willpower? No.
Alright.
Don't waste
So,
willpower on trivial things. They don't
what
regenerate as fast as
Felicia's
you think they do.
Yeah, so what Felicia's gonna do is, she's gonna see this. I don't know if Trick Shot applies to volleyball.
Oh,
No, because Trick Shot's a firearm specialization, not an athletic specialization.
Oh, sorry?
And this is all rolling off athletics.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Okay, then.
You are all rolling off athletics, right?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're rolling
Just
athletics.
making sure.
We haven't
As
weaponized it yet.
you guys are doing it, it drops 40 degrees.
Whoa, damn.
So it was, because I rolled a little too high on that one. So it was 86 degrees out, now it's 46 degrees.
Yeah.
There's an obvious shudder.
Yeah, no, I think that's enough to stop everybody.
Okay.
Like, Felicia's not worried about the game. Like, now she's like, wait, what the fuck?
What was that?
Shar will absentmindedly reach inside his robes, and he will take out a letter, and he will absentmindedly hand it to Mortdred, and he will say, "In case."
Take the letter, and he's scored a success with his curiosity roll, so he's not going to be completely obsessed.
Hey, Jason, you're breaking up real
I was
bad.
going to say, is that made of static for everybody else?
That was.
Let me check it. Hang on, let me just turn it up right now. Is that a little better?
No, you're
No.
still a little robo.
Yeah, if you have any other windows open, you can close those down? May free up some bandwidth for you.
Is that better?
This is why I like my direct line.
I would recommend maybe just restarting the Hangout. That tends to universally fix problems.
Okay.
Kinda.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you never know.
Perception Kenny? Umbra?
Pardon?
Perception Kenny?
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Hello?
Yeah,
You're-
I
yeah,
can
you're-
hear you now.
You're
perception. Oh, real
Alright.
quick. Perception primalures? Perception primalures, Brett?
Yeah.
Alright.
Whatever you have that you would throw in place of awareness, you would throw that now.
Brett, if you would roll me 6, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright. Brett, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, I did, before I dropped out, I had a roll to determine whether or not Mortdred would even, like, spot the letter being thrown, because, you know, curiosity and all that. And that there is his own kenning roll.
Okay.
Right, what does the letter say?
It doesn't. It's sealed, and it has our house seal on the back of it.
Our house? I thought
Well,
you
we're
were
both House Eluda, aren't we?
No,
No.
he's Alil. You're the only Alunid here.
Hey! Well, it has my house seal on the back of it then.
Hmm.
I can read.
Okay. Now that he's not completely hypnotized by the obviously supernatural thing going on here, as if the 3 successes were really necessary, Mortdred is going to... He's going to quickly open up the sealed letter. Well, first of all, he's going to have a look at the sealed letter, does it have? Does it have? Yeah, I say that. It's not as if it has like a personalized seal on it, does it?
It doesn't have my personal seal on it. On the back is written in very spider-like black ink, "To be open in the event of my slumber or demise."
All right. So, for 1 successors, you know something supernatural happened. For 2 successors, something supernatural definitely did happen. For 3 or more, not only was it supernatural, it was a little banal, and it happened from another plane of existence.
I think this is a good time for me to do my occult lore check, if that's all right.
Can I get, I guess it's intelligence grammar?
Do you have any Wraith lore?
No.
Then Greymare will not work.
I've got no Wraith lore, but I've got some Spirit lore. Is it possible to take that at a stupidly high diff?
Diff 9, but yeah.
I'll
Can I
give it a
get
shot.
flat intelligence?
Technically, you would have to for any role having to do with knowledges, you have to have the stat, or else you fail. If you have another lore based around spirits or wraiths, then yes. Intelligence occult for you, Jason, it will be a diff 9 as well.
Do I have a cult?
Do you have a cult?
That is
No, I don't.
2 successes if knowledge apply.
Yeah. Book knowledge would apply. 3 successes, that's your intelligence occult roll, Anthony?
Yep.
I didn't roll anything. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. There are things that exist on planes of existence beyond your kenning. The wraiths have been known to affect the material world in different ways. Changes in temperature is often the sign of a ghost.
Mortdred will put his the letter into his pocket. What would you wish of name, Sir Shar?
Shar will stand and he'll kind of visibly flex his shoulders, kind of, work out any kinks. And he will say, "I've never been one for running. I don't believe that it solves anything. So I decided I'm going to have a pleasant little conversation. See how that conversation goes. There are 1 or 2 possible outcomes the way I see it, but I merely wanted my affairs to be in order in the event that one of the 3 possible outcomes becomes an outcome."
If that is the case, then, my lord, whom would you wish this letter to be delivered to?
I would wish it to be delivered to King Dartmouth upon my upon my prearranged written conditions.
Roll perception alertness.
Everybody?
Everyone or
Everyone.
Okay.
Perception what?
Alertness.
Sorry, I'm only asking this for my merit. Is it movement based?
No. Well,
Right.
somewhat. There's a person standing there eating something, so.
Once
Eating
again,
human flesh.
3.
Brett, do you mind rolling me 6 dice, please? Thank you.
No successes.
Hooray! Blindness!
No ones, but no successes, so it's just like you miss it. Alright, so those of you who succeeded, you see a 13-year-old boy, Chinese, wearing Chinese funeral garb, eating a hamburger. He's looking at Shar. He then smirks and walks away.
the
And
game has
Mortdred.
stopped. Gabrielle is clearly creeped out.
Yeah, Felicia's
one-
like,
One last thing. Because it's a different one doing this.
Actually,
Hooray!
Wait, so,
curiosity, since I took that floor.
oh, hell.
Time to make bad decisions. What do you roll for curiosity? Flat willpower?
Willpower. Flat willpower, since it's a merit, it's diff 7.
It's a flaw, so.
Sorry, flaw. Well, it's like nightmares. It's diff 7.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh hi there. As she is where he's standing, she's gonna go and like look, investigate.
What the shit?
Undiria is following the Baroness. She's following her.
Oh,
Kinda like
that's
just
a
waddles after her.
defate. Alright, Evan. Shar hears, clear as day, right next to his ear. Next time, we'll strike you dead in front of your friends. And then it's gone.
Shar kind of says, well, I would argue, why would you wait? We're either going to talk or we're not, or you're going to kill me, or I'm not sure if I can kill you, but that's an interesting theological discussion.
Alright, so Anthony Gabrielle's following the kid.
Yeah.
Alright.
So somebody like stops her, she's gonna follow.
Yeah, no, Felicia, she's probably gonna... So does the kid just walk off, or does he do anything weird?
He's just strolling away.
Yeah, so Felicia's probably gonna kind of walk up next to Gabrielle and be like, Look, Brittany, I don't think that's the best idea right now, considering.
Huh? Oh, right. What? What was I doing? Anyway.
You were following the grudge. Or the ring. A little bit of both, probably.
She kind of like shakes her head. But don't we want to see what it is? Like, what's it doing?
I understand wanting to, like, get information and all that, but it's a lot of things we don't know right now, right?
Alright, as the kid's walking away, you'll see a crow fly down and land on the kid's shoulder, like, effortlessly.
Yep. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Hey, isn't it that crow from last time? She just...
Yep, probably is. Probably is. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called at a game, but the thing that a lot of people that follow Catholicism tend to do, where they basically make the cross.
Good to
Okay.
hear you have a Catholic in the hangout.
Yeah, okay, sweet, thank you. But
It's called the sign of the cross.
yes, thank you, Jason. Yeah, Felicia does that.
Fingers like this.
Not to be confused with the older sign.
Heart,
Yeah.
left side, right side. If you're Orthodox, same thing, but it's right side first.
Okay. Felicia will do one of those.
You are a much better Catholic than I am. I couldn't remember I knew there was a difference between the Orthodox and the Catholic. I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I
She'll
also
do
follow the
more
Latin
specifically
rite
the
as well,
Catholic
so-
version. It's like, nope. Nope.
Thanks
Do
everyone for
we-
coming. As party's over. Bye. As everyone begins like wrapping up.
Brett, can I get some kind of... I don't know, do changelings have enigmas? I think we do. Do we?
Like on the sheet, yeah, it's a primary skill.
I do.
The problem is you have to have it is considered a knowledge, so if you do not have it, you cannot make the roll.
A knowledge of what? Sorry.
No, Enigmas is a knowledge according to the book, which means that
Okay.
based upon M20, if you do not have a knowledge, you cannot make any rolls based around that knowledge.
That seems fair. I will just check and see if Shar has it.
I do have enigmas, if that's anything.
Yes, you might have to interpret something for me. Knowledge is... No, he does not have any knowledge. So Shar will turn very easily and he will say, so, I'm pondering something. Something that I don't quite understand. What was the thing's exact words? It said, next time we'll kill you where we stand?
No,
Or where you stand?
What it said was, next time we'll kill you in front of your friends where you stand.
Okay. He repeats that, and he says, these things have been, shall we say, not on the best of terms with me ever since the graveyard incident. However, I'm wondering, what does it mean? Does it mean that next time I burn down something, they will come for me? Or does it mean next time I set foot in the world, they will come for me?
So Felicia as this is the first time she's noticed Shar in the entire scene.
Hello.
She looks, and then she looks at everyone else.
Just out of curiosity, is anybody going to try to follow the kid? Is anybody going to watch what happens after he leaves at all?
As
I
far as
think
she
that-
knows now, this ain't about Felicia, so Felicia ain't about it.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Anybody
gonna go
else?
curiosity, to be fair. There's a lot she doesn't understand, and curiosity is a flaw.
Yeah, I'm in the same bint. So, Brett, if you wouldn't mind rolling me 5 dice for my own curiosity to see if I feel drawn to follow.
All right.
Maybe she wants to follow.
Jason,
but she's
was
like,
that
nah.
what was that roll for? I apologize.
Everyone, just be quiet. That's for the Enigmas roll. 3 successes if it is standard, or 4 successes if book knowledge applies.
That would be 3 successes because it's hard to interpret using book knowledge. The best way you can figure it out is these things are going to try to kill him regardless. They just felt that doing it right now was uncouth, so they're probably going to jump him the next time he shows up.
Well, my lord, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that the present situation was the wrong time for them to.
1 success, Evan.
Okay. So it means I don't basically have to run off after the child, but he wants to, so I will make a roleplay decision based upon what Jason now tells me.
All right. So
Well, I haven't
sorry.
actually finished what I was saying.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It basically says to you, they feel that now is not the best time for them. They feel that it now would be uncouth, unnecessary, perhaps. But the next time that you do step out into this world, they will make an attempt, I believe.
No, I'm not one for living in fear. Shar will kind of turn on his heel and say, unless you fancy coming on a quest, I'd recommend staying here.
If this quest inevitably endeavours that you will, how can I put this, commit acts of gratuitous ultra-violence upon things which are already dead, I believe it probably would be best if I,
No.
informed.
This is basically the moment when I to do diplomacy, tuck my tail between my legs, and beg it so that the evil, altruistic beings from beyond the veil do not tear me into itty-bitty pieces.
Sorry, can you just say it again? I didn't get the first part.
Please say, this is the kind of quest where we do a heroic retreat, aka where I go and beg for my life and try and offer a bargain.
Still didn't get it. You keep on going in and out.
Okay, am I going?
To paraphrase, he's going to
Yeah.
go over to them and beg for them not to kill him.
Was that what you said, Evan?
Yes.
Ah. Oh, do you need? Well, how would I help? You know?
You seem to understand these things a lot better than I do. You seem to understand this world a lot better than I do, and you seem to have the knowledge that I lack. So it would be immeasurably helpful.
I agree. And Mortdred will scurry along with Shar.
Hey. So we are basically going to chase after the child.
Is anybody going to try to stop the 2 other she that are heading off in the direction of Wraith?
No, because I have enough politics to know better than that.
Yeah.
We are still in public.
Yeah, and Felicia is trying to be like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It doesn't seem like the best idea right now.
Felicia.
If I could, Brett, I'd like to do a say check upon this particular individual that Shar is going after.
Alright.
Within eyeshot.
Well then, with that, Brittany, as it were, is going to try and maintain the issue and start escorting people away and doing the thing and trying to leave this vicinity quickly, trying to help everyone pack up rather quickly.
Yeah. Felicia in the back of her mind just says, fuck it. And I suppose she'll start trying to help as much as she can, too, as much as the other changelings would allow her. Since upon seeing both Shar and Mortdred now she's kind of put two and two together, and it's like, oh, that's what this is.
Hi. Hashtag Shar. It's not a hashtag.
All right, so you guys are following Ping, who's
I
continuing to
did
walk on.
say I'd like to do a roll, please.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of got lost in the mix of people.
Okay, so that is for Soothsay 1. Depending on the difficulty, would have done a monk, but you know.
All right, Susei 1. Give me a moment to pull the CTE.
I'll get the thing for you. Basically, what he's doing the first cantrip of that particular art.
Unfortunately, I don't have that memorized because none of my characters have Susei.
Yeah.
What page is it on?
I'm not actually
I
looking
posted
at
in the
the book.
sidebar for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
What realm were you using?
Faye.
Who is the target?
The one that we're following.
Okay. All right. Through your omen, you see this figure standing in front of a horrific-looking graveyard, channeling pure black energy at a pure black energy barrier and causing it to rip apart. You then see him and three others that look like they're not there but are there, walking in surrounded by members of the Tarot Court.
So the Shar. I do believe that this one may be very well connected. May very well. I think they're in that graveyard.
Sorry, Jason. Have your character met either Arthur Wainwright or Jackson, or I don't think you've met Jackson. Your character hasn't been in the city long enough. Or Tiger's character, Jason, or that's about all I could think of that you may recognize.
To answer all of those questions, no.
Okay. You don't recognize any of the people, but you've heard about one particular person who's got silver hair and silver eyes wearing denim. There's that guy standing there, and you know for a fact he speaks for the mages. So it was just recently announced. And he's following the wraith, and he's following the child into the graveyard.
Does he get any like a feeling of good or bad? Like, aka, is it a feeling of foreboding or a feeling of exaltation?
It's a feeling of victory.
Ah. Shar kind of he clearly the child might sense that we're following him, but I take it he hasn't bothered to turn around or anything.
Child is still walking.
I know, but I mean we are obviously following him, so I mean he hasn't like turned around to see the footfalls behind him or anything.
Give me 1 minute. All right. As you guys are following him, the child stops. Come no closer.
We stop.
Mortdred stops. So, he kind of looks over towards Shar as just to see what they do.
Shar's kind of his lilac eyes are burning, not burning into the child, but very much kind of affixing eyes with him. I mean, color of his eyes. Random question.
He is not turned around, so he's not actually looking at you.
Okay, he's just.
Yeah. However, the crow is looking at you.
Shar kind of opens his arms in the way you would do to show that you're not holding a weapon, and he will say, "Come now. I'm sure that we can discuss things."
One would do their best not to speak, lest one make the situation worse.
So what you mean to tell me is an enterprising entity such as yourself, there is nothing I can do to heal this wound.
The personal effects of 200 souls burned in a fire of your creation. These said souls became unrelenting creatures of darkness and malefice, and you ask if there's anything you could do to appease the situation.
He places his thumb and his forefinger to his chin, apparently thinking, and says, "Where we come from, what we are, there is no death. Well, not in the truest sense. There is the continuing of a story, and I'm going to get blasted across a room."
No, you're not.
Okay. There is the continuing of a story. Story that never truly ends and never truly begins, but simply continues on. If I did something, yes, horrendous from your eyes, know that I did it because I didn't know the damage that could be caused. I am contrite.
Ignorance is no excuse.
Odd, the Tarot Council claims it is. Numerous times.
I am not a member of the Tarot Council. I was here to help them stop the thing in the northern graveyard. I had gathered allies that were more than willing to help this city to defeat a monstrous she-demon walking in human flesh. And then, in a fit of petulance, a child burns down a graveyard, causing 200 souls to be lost forever to the torments of oblivion. And you expect me to simply say it's all settled? You are a child, no matter how many lives you've lived. And if I ever see you again, I will cast you into oblivion myself. And at that, he'll start walking away.
Fiber of my being is telling me to say the phrase "roll initiative." It would not end well. His hand tightens into a fist, and he turns his heel.
Hey,
And
Jason, intelligence roll real quick.
Say again.
Intelligence roll real quick.
Intelligence and
Just intelligence. It's
straight
it's a
intelligence.
memory. Yeah, it's going to be a memory. So go ahead, whatever you were going to finish on.
he will turn and he'll hiss under his breath in kind of a barely audible frustration. That's what I was going to say.
Okay. Mortdred would remember from his vision that there were 3 other beings like him, yet not there, that were following him around.
Could I do an Enigmas check about that? I know it's
Yes, you
kind of
can.
a long shot.
It's a bit of a long shot. It'll be a difficulty 8.
In that case, no successes. I got a 6 and a 9 for that.
Yeah. So no, sorry.
I suppose I should... I don't know. This isn't how the story's meant to go.
How did you anticipate it to go, my lord?
Not sure exactly. I had assumed he would give me some monumental task in order to cleanse myself and give me pain. Or did he? You can see the Shar's lips curl at either of his mouth. And he's, so,
You're breaking up, Evan.
is that...
We're getting bits and pieces.
One second then.
Now we have the musical interlude, folks. I'm not just doing the song because we've got a Hispanic character in the even though they've technically fucked off.
There. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay. Shar will smile, his lips curling, and he will say, "Maybe he did tell me how to gain penance. Ah, something to do with a demon that needs slaying."
Certainly sounds like the makings of a good novel. And an excellent tale. I do believe that perhaps we shall, well, perhaps you should hire a bard.
Or a scholar, perhaps.
Well, as long as you get me the general outline and I have sufficient time to create it, then perhaps yes.
Mortdred. You can see Shar, he turns. Take a knee.
And Mortdred summarily dusts off of his knees and takes one.
And Shar draws his sword, his chimerical blade, and he places it before him. There is an official version of this, but basically, hey Jason, you want to be a squire?
Already a knight.
Are you?
Yes, Sir Mortdred.
I didn't think you were, sir. In that case, he will say, and in that case, he will kneel as well. So this is not homoerotic in the slightest.
No.
And he will say, in that case, it would appear as though we are sworn to the quest, brother.
You undertake it, and I write of your glorious deeds.
At which point, Shar will extend his hand.
And Mortdred will take the hand and clasp. I believe they clasp it like that.
Yeah, clasping
Yes,
the wrist.
yeah, very kind of, old English.
Yes.
Funny enough, it was actually used by gladiators.
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
It was actually started by gladiators.
Yeah.
Ah,
And we totally did
I
not
did not
steal
know.
this from. Yeah, we totally did not steal this from last night's episode of Game of Thrones.
Honest.
Oh, I thought you guys stole it from Hercules.
Honest to God, honest.
If we did, though, wouldn't there have to be some kind of terrible a CGI battle and such,
Yeah, there would have to be, the whole place would have to be set on fire with dragons and
somebody in the hangout would have to die.
Yes.
I was going to say, apparently, this venue has a dragon fetish, so it's not exactly out of the ordinary.
Yeah. It's not the most unusual fetish that I've seen in these Changeling games.
All right, guys.
Very good.
I'm now going to go to bed, so
All
you're
right,
all on your own.
I think that was the seed. I think that's pretty much seed anyway.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Yeah, I think. Who's in the hangout?
I think it's Joey.
Joey?
Are we done?
Yeah,
Yes, we're done, dear.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Stay tuned for